Hey you guys, okay, so we're making sock pops, and yesterday I did a video on the first half of the sock pop, and I realized it didn't record down to my phone, so now I'm gonna kind of walk you through what I did already to this point, and then I'm gonna finish up some of it. I'm gonna do this in little segments, and then I'm gonna put it together for you on YouTube. So this is part of a sock pop, and then this is kind of like the middle section, okay? So this one here is with the extra Molly Night Cream or this hand softener from the Satin Hand set. I did split up a Satin Hand set, so I used the Satin Smoothie. You could use a Satin Smoothie with this as well. I use the Satin Smoothie and I use the hand cream in my Thanks a Latte gift sets, and so then I have the hand softener left over. So I have several of the older version of the Satin Hand, so I've been splitting that up. And making these different sets. And then the Mint Bliss is also really great with this set as well. So these are sock pots. So they're a pair of socks and then like a really cute, they have these at the dollar store. They're sparkly. They're like the foot file with them. And then I put you can see it right here. It's right here. It's a sparkle card. So whoever receives this is a $15 gift card off of a $50 purchase. And it has my label and information too, so that way, hopefully I'll be able to get with them and do a makeover. But this is the middle portion of this, so they're still not done yet or cute. But I wanted to show you a few things. So the first you're gonna take your socks. I found the easiest thing to do is to stick one inside the other and then lay them flat. And then what I did was I rolled them up lengthwise, so it's kind of like a snake. And then you pinwheel it, and you roll it this way so that you get the pinwheel, okay? And then I just put a piece of tape rolled on itself on and it won't stick because it's like the file part, and I stick the sock on top of it just to kind of hold it in place. And then I showed you how I have shrink wrap squares, and I showed you how I just put this shrink wrap over it and I attached it with a little twisty tie, and then I went over and shrink wrapped this part down. Okay, and so now what I'm doing is I'm taking the, this part's already shrunk wrapped, if that's the word, I'm not even sure. This is what my sparkle cards look like. I just did these on Vistaprint. I know some people have asked me for the file. It's just it's a picture that they have on Vistaprint, and I just added the graphics there, or the wording there. And then on the back, I just print a label out so that way I can change these out anytime. So they're kind of $15 value, but you can kind of make them be. This actually came from Tiffany Noel Taylor, her sparkle cards, and I just thought it was a great idea. She uses them for booking tools, for all kinds of reasons. And so you can change on the back. You know, it could be just straight a $15 card. I like to do it on a $50 purchase. You get $15, so they can have two of these, and it could be $30 off of a $100 purchase, whatever, or you can make it be for a makeover or whatever you want, but you can change that out on the back, so it's kind of generic, which is really nice, and of course your information. So I always want to put these in with a gift set because you don't know who's receiving it, and you want to make sure that, you know, you let them know how to get a hold of you if they want more, and perhaps even turn that into a makeover or a party and a customer for life. So, okay, so what I do is I kind of tuck it up near the top here, and then I just put this piece of tape rolled over on itself kind of down here at the bottom, so that kind of helps to hold that there, because we're gonna shrink wrap the bottom too, so it's gonna stay in place. And then you can do, like I said, I'll do a Mint Bliss on this one, and so when you're kind of matching it up, you want the Mint Bliss or the extra Molly Night Cream, you want that to be the part that's actually holding up, so that way it'll stand up on its own. Like this will stand on its own, okay? So that way when you're displaying them and stuff too, it's kind of a really cute situation. So you don't want the file to come down lower than that. So you just kind of want to make sure that, that the Mint Bliss is a little bit lower. And that tape just helps to kind of hold it and secure it in place so that when you put the shrink wrap on, you know, it's not sliding all over the place. It's a little easier to work with. So what I did was, I'm doing like 13 or 14 of these because I've sold 8 of them already. And if I can make one as easy as I can make 14, so I just kind of do an assembly line. So I have a bunch of them already done up to this point. And so I'm just now doing this. And I've got these little squares of my shrink wrap already done. Already cut, so I literally can just go one right after the other, and you tend to get better and better as you do multiples of these. But basically, I'm setting the shrink wrap, or the product right in the middle of the shrink wrap. These are extra big squares because the way it turned out was I wasn't going to be able to get 3 out of the sheets, so I only got 2. so it's fine. All right, so you're gonna do it like this. And again, you're just gonna secure it with a twisty tie. Or you could do a rubber band or whatever, it doesn't matter. And you're just gonna secure it up here at the top. And you don't have to worry about it being pretty because, first of all, it's all gonna shrink up on itself. And secondly, I think I remember, these twisty ties don't quite go around, if I remember this correctly. I think I had to use rubber, in fact, I know I had to use rubber bands, which is why I got rubber bands here, right here. So I ended up having to use a rubber band. You can always cut the rubber band after you do the shrink part, because you're gonna put a bow around it anyway and hide all this yuckiness. So I had to use a rubber band because this is a fat area. You just wanna get this rubber band around there. Extra stuff. I could use a little bit bigger rubber band, but either way. All right, and you kind of want to pull up some of the extra so you don't have too many. You don't want wrinkles in this when you're, shrinking it. And you just quickly pull it up around. No big deal. I did one of these last night. I was overly ambitious and I got tired of having my meeting last night, so I ran out of steam. I'm gonna finish this order up. These are selling like really crazy good too. I ended up, I made just a couple, just to kind of show. I always like to just make a few things and show them to my customers and, see what's gonna be a big seller. I actually got this idea from Angelique Talbert. She is amazing. And I learned so many things from her, and that's where this idea came from. I thought, oh, that's genius. Excuse me. And all right, so now it is ready to shrink wrap. Okay, so that's all you're gonna do. Don't worry about all this because we're gonna change it out. So I'm gonna finish up the rest of these, and then I'm going to show you how to shrink wrap it, and then how I finish it off with a bow, and the bow makes it look amazing. So it's really an awesome little gift. It's gonna be a pair of socks, with either a mint bliss or a satin smoothie or an extra Molly Night cream or the hand softener that comes with the satin hands. You're gonna put a little gift card in there with your information, and then a pumice nail file type thing or foot file type thing. So I will get back with you. We're gonna do part 3 of this, so that way you can see the different segments. And yeah, it's gonna be great. Okay, thanks. Hey you guys, okay, so I'm actually making a different video where I'm filming up there's 4 parts to making this sock pop. Last night I started this live video. It didn't actually record on my phone, it just recorded live, so I don't have any way of capturing that video. So anyway, last night we did the sock onto the foot file, and these are done, you can get these at the dollar store. These are called sock pops, so those of you who didn't see the other video, it is on our Facebook webpage. But anyway, okay, so I have a whole bunch of these here. Let me show you. Look. Okay, so I'm making like 13 of these suckers because I've sold like 8 of them already. And I just know that I'm going to sell the rest of them because I already sold those Thanks a Latte, and I made up 4 extras, and I already sold another 7. So anyway, I'm gonna raise this up just a bit so you guys can see me a little bit better. Okay, so I thought I would show you the shrink wrap. So what we've done now is I've put a piece of tape at the bottom. I put my sparkle card right here, and I put a piece of tape kind of at the bottom to attach a sparkle card to the file, and then also it's double rolled so that I can attach the product. You want to make sure that the product actually comes a little bit farther down than the file so that it can stand up on itself. It'll be really super cute. And then I just took a rubber band to loosely secure it at the top. And so now I'm gonna do this is my hair dryer, my shrink wrap. All you need is a hair dryer on high, setting high. And you start at the bottom, okay? And as it gets hot, you pushes the air out the top. And that's how it makes everything super tight. Okay, there. I have it on cool setting, that won't work. And I'm going to show you, hopefully you can see it a little bit, but as it starts to heat up, it literally just shrinks it tight. And you just kind of roll it up. awesome. So much fun. It makes it nice and tight and kind of finished. And I like to do things in assembly line so that I can just like whip through it. And so again, start at the bottom, you roll it up. And it doesn't matter if it's pretty or not because we're going to put a really cool bow on it. But so you start at the bottom and you just go up. And it makes it nice and tight. Gets all the wrinkles out. So, all right, so what to do, I just wanted to like show you guys that because I have been doing this for 18 years and I have never done shrink wrap because I've been afraid of it. And I don't know why, because it's so easy and fun. But I wanted to show you that because it really is that simple. And I know that Jennifer ranges in our unit. She made up our first ones. We were test her and Mona and Jen, they were all there. We were test piloting things, and I saw this idea with Angelique Tower on that video I sent everybody. And so I thought, well, let's do that. That's gonna be fun. So I'm super excited about it. I'm gonna do another video in a second. I'm gonna get the rest of these done, do another video in a second so that I can show you how to make them look pretty, because at this point, this is not pretty. Nobody would want this. So what we're gonna do is I'm gonna trim all this off. I'm gonna take away the rubber band because it'll all stay in, and then I'm gonna show you the bows and stuff that I'm gonna be putting on them. So I'll be back in a jiff, get these all done, show you how to do that and put a little tag on it, okay? All right, guys, take care. Hey, you guys, okay, so I'm back for our last installment of how to make a sock pop. Here's the final product. Here's a couple different versions. Okay, aren't these cute? Sock pops, all right? And I'm gonna show you how to make one here in a second. But sock pops, so what are they? They are extra emollient, or the hand softener, extra emollient night cream, or mint bliss here at the bottom, or a satin smoothie. You could break your satin hand set up and put it there. It's a foot file, and then a pair of socks done up in a pinwheel. And I'm gonna put together this video, but and then I put a sparkle card in here. And so now what I'm gonna do is show you how to go from this to this. Okay, so the steps were, just to recap, we shrunk wrap the sock part, then we shrunk wrap the bottom part, and now we got all this yuckiness we want to hide and make it look super cute, super cute. Okay, so I just thought I would show you what I do. So basically, based on the sock, obviously I'm gonna pick my ribbon. I really love tulle because it travels really well, and it's super easy to work with. So I've got a green and a kind of a turquoise blue teal, or tools, and I'm kind of like just doing like an arm length, and then I'm just cutting them like so, okay? And what I wanted to do is, because there's yuckiness, right? I want to hide all this yuckiness. I'm doubling it, okay? So it's just like this, all right? And then I'm gonna just take this right around this area, so it hides all the yuckiness, and I'm just gonna tie it in a knot. It's really hard. So I'm gonna tie it down in a knot. So you'll see that this is still a loop. That doesn't matter, you can cut it now, you can cut it later, either way. I just kept it as a loop just because it's easier to work with as a whole piece. Okay, so now we got the thing. Now, I always have on hand pull bows because they are like everybody's greatest friend. And if you'll notice, this pull bow here, I call it the confetti bow. I learned this from Angelique Talbert. She is amazing. And so this is a regular tulle bow, but I've kind of like made them like super fun, so I call them the confetti bow. And so I just think these are kind of fun. So I'm gonna put a light blue one on with this, okay? And so I'm just gonna, I think these are just the 4-inch pull bows. You can use any size. So when you pull it out of the package, this is what it looks like. You know, if you were to open it up, it's the pull bow. And to make that confetti part, it's really easy. You just keep it all together. And you're gonna start from the, like, one end, and you're gonna kind of do like a cut diagonally, but you don't wanna cross that middle pull bow that's down the middle of this. So you just kind of start at the outer lower edge, okay, and you just kind of just do like a little bit of a diagonal. You go just like that. Then you're gonna turn it over and you're gonna do the same thing. Okay, I might have gotten it, I don't know. All right, and then you're gonna open it up. All right, and then you're just gonna pull, and when you pull, it has all those super fun little edges that are popping out like a crazy confetti bow, okay? So then I'm gonna kind of leave the tails a little bit long, and I'm just gonna tie it in a knot just to secure the bow down. There we go, okay? And so then what I do is I'm gonna take my cute little thing, I'm gonna go around the back, and I'm gonna bring the ties around and back in front so that I can tie it underneath the bow in the front. That's why I left them a little bit longer than normal, because I just don't want the tie knot on the back side. And then I'm gonna tie the knot so that thing is secure. And okay, and then you're gonna take this loop and cut it. You're gonna cut off the tails of that tie that you just did. All right, and then you just play with it a little bit. Now what I just did with this one is I probably didn't tighten it as well as I should have. So I'm just gonna make sure that this goes underneath it so that it stays tight. It's never happened before, but of course, because I'm making a video, it happened. Yeah, okay. So then we got the cute little leg of the tool, and you can cut this. You guys, this can go to the side, like, let's see, I think, well, this one's kind of to the side. See how he's kind of to the side? It's kind of like a little scarf or something, or you can have them straight in front. But they're so cute, super cute. All right, and you can trim these off however you want to and make them look, you know, just like you want, but super fun, super easy. And pullovers are like the easiest thing on the planet. Fast, quick, simple. How cute is that? So cute, $15, super cute sock pop. Okay, so I've got a bunch to make, and I'll show you a picture you'll see, but you know, you can do any combination. I got these socks at the dollar store, so really any combination. You've got all kinds of fun options here. So really cute little gifts, and they sell like crazy. So happy sock making, and you know, if you have any questions or comments, you can post below, and I wish you a great debt-free holiday. Take care.